we sign off the air at 7:30 in the morning. As of 17 December, that won't be the case anymore. And we're very fortunate because we have live on the satellite one of the best interview programs on television, and we've taken a couple of small, tiny holes and added some old programming.
Information which affects you. Interviews to keep you informed. Gasthaus with your host, specialist Charlie Gill.
Salute to all of you. Absolutely. Hello, everyone. Welcome into the Gasthaus. On December the 17th, AFN begins a new service. It's called the Expanded Broadcast Day. That's what we're talking about today. We're speaking with Paul Van Dyke, who is the Chief of Television Operations for AFN Europe. Well, thanks for dropping into the Gasthaus today.
My pleasure, Charlie. Instead of watching you upstairs, I can watch you from the studio over there.
I don't know if that's good or bad. What exactly is it that the Chief of Television Operations does for AFN?
Okay, if you take all those words and you squeeze them down into one little responsible word, it's really management. I'm the guy that manages the personnel, the resources, the programs that make up the broadcast day for AFN Television.
Tell us, if you will, about the expanded broadcast day that will take place.
Well, the expanded broadcast day is one of the more exciting things that's happening in 1984 for AFN Television. It's been a big year. This year we got SatNet, which we hadn't anticipated having this early. We got phase one of our expanded broadcast day, and that's when we started broadcasting at 6 o'clock in the morning to 7:30. Through a long working period of relationship with the major commands here at USER, with Fifth Signal Command, with our own organization in Washington, we've been able to establish a new schedule where we can expand our broadcast day and give the viewer a better service. And this was only done because of the fact that Fifth Signal could move their maintenance periods to a time where we don't have a big viewing audience, giving us the opportunity to expand our broadcast day.
All right, let's take a closer look at that expansion. Exactly what hours will be involved?
Okay, Monday through Friday, the day will expand from 7:30 to 9 o'clock in the morning. As you know, by watching the television guides, Stars and Stripes, we sign off the air at 7:30 in the morning. As of 17 December, that won't be the case anymore. In the mornings, we'll sign on at 6 as we normally do and broadcast right through the day. What will happen is we will move our children's programming to 7:30. Our past surveys have indicated parents would like that programming to start a little earlier, so that's what we're going to do. This creates a little bit of a hole downstream in the mid-morning hours in our program schedule, and we're very fortunate because we have live on the satellite one of the best interview programs on television. It's called the Freeman Reports. Sandy Freeman is CNN, who interviews movie stars, newsmakers, politicians, world people, and this is live out of New York. So we'll have that every day, Tuesday through Friday, to fill up that hole. Now, obviously, there's a day in there we don't have something, and that's on Monday. We'll have programs like Money Week, reviewing the financial status back in the United States, and we've taken a couple of small, tiny holes and added some old programming, like the Mary Tyler Moore Show and Beverly Hillbillies. Our survey indicated our audience would like to see some old series, so we've plugged a couple of them in the morning hours.
Well, that should be great for the families then.
Absolutely.
How about late night and on weekends? What do you see for a change there as far as variety of shows?
Okay, there's where the big one comes in, because we've long wanted the capability of broadcasting over the weekend. Now we've got it. We'll sign on the air at 6 o'clock Friday morning and not sign off until 2 o'clock Monday morning. Now, in effect, that means we're on the air all night Friday night and all night Saturday night, rather than signing off at 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And we're using information we've gained from comments by viewers, from surveys, as to the type of programming we're going to put in there. And overnight, you will only see sports, feature films from our library downstairs in our film library, and from repeat programming throughout the prime time. And this will accommodate shift workers who weren't able to see some of the primetime shows. It'll also offer people who can't see sports in the evening a chance to watch them overnight.
Will we see more live sports then?
If the sports should come here live at 2 o'clock in the morning, and that is the case during basketball season quite often, West Coast basketball, they'll be live. It could be that it's a program, maybe we'll get a doubleheader Saturday evening, and we can take one of those doubleheader games rather than giving up all of our primetime programming, shift it to after midnight, and you can see both games.
Because so much live programming is available, and certainly changes will come at the last minute or maybe the last day before we want to watch television, is there any way we can keep up with the schedule?
Well, we work our schedules, our television schedules, 6 weeks in advance. Actually, they're about 7 weeks in advance. And they're released to the commercial publications that carry them. So those schedules are our best guess at what the programming will be. The most accurate schedule is the one you get in your daily Stars and Stripes. So we know that this overnight programming will be predicated on a lot of live sports. So there's no way we can predict what games you're going to have 6 weeks in advance. So in your commercial publications, it'll say Night Watch Sports / Movies / Primetime Program Repeats. Watch your Stars and Stripes, and you can get the latest information.
All right. Sounds like a lot of fun. How about new initiatives for AFN television throughout Europe? Anything else going on?
Well, as I said, 84 is an exciting year, and we've just received additional information from the Signal Command unit that maintains the entire transmission system for the AFN television picture, that our affiliate in SHAPE, the microwave system, will now be linked as of 17 December to SHAPE, which means a SHAPE television station will no longer be a small operation. It'll be carrying the signal from Frankfurt. So all the programming that's coming from AFN Television Europe will be broadcast there, just as it is in Munich, Bad Tölz, and other places.
Will there be any problems created by doing that?
Yes, and that's why we've chosen the 17th of December to be our target date. The SHAPE television station receives the 90 hours of programming before we receive it in Frankfurt. So they're airing those programs really 3 weeks ahead of us. So when they join us, we'll just be airing the programs they aired 3 weeks ago. So this does present some problem for the viewer in the fact he's going to see some of those programs again. However, during the holidays, we'll have a tremendous amount of holiday programs. We'll have parades, we'll have musicals, we'll have movies. So it will lessen the impact of that repeat programming. But the advantage, you'll get an approximate 7 hours of programming a day you didn't have before. His news will be live. It won't be tape delayed by 24 hours. And he'll have live sports every Saturday and Sunday night.
Sounds like some good viewing for the holiday season and beyond. Thanks a lot for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Charlie.
We've been talking about the new expanded broadcast day coming the 17th of December. We've been speaking with Paul Van Dyke, who is the Chief of Studio Operations for AFN Television Europe. I'm Specialist Charlie Gill. Thanks for joining us on the Gasthaus.